You're a born leader. You have unique talents, unique abilities, unique skills, and a unique style. And what it feels like to be able to express yourself. You know, what that feels like. Can you imagine what it feels like? I know what it feels like when I'm able to do that. To express myself freely and be effective. What does that feel like? To be expressing yourself freely and being an effective leader. Travis Odewell, it's Pure Sound Daily Business. Peace. No, expressing yourself and being effective in your expression. It starts and ends with clarity of communication. So clarity being the key. I want to kick it up to a spiritual demonstration. Say, this is the word that relates to purity. So clarity of thought is purifying your thoughts. Getting clear on why you're here. Being on the path and when your purpose finds you really clarifies things. It is a purity demonstration because once you know why you're here, you should be doing everything you can to focus in on your purpose. One of the things that, regardless of what your purpose is, being able to clearly communicate it, starting with yourself. My purpose being clearer today than it was yesterday. It's always going to become clearer because every day I'm working at it. Every day I wake up and move forward. So in that movement is clarity. Sometimes it's a big picture clarity. That's what I love. These big nuggets come together. Most of the time it's just a little piece here, a little piece there. And specifically, of course, when we're talking about business, it's developing a skill. But I'm pursuing my interests, in psychological type, business principles, continuing to clarify these things. They're embedded in my mind. The clarity comes with, how do I use this to serve others? That's the purpose. Have a great interest. Love talking about business. Love talking about people's vision, people's purpose, what they're here to do, what their big ideas are, how they're transitioning, what their transformation is like. Love talking with people about these things. Love hearing about it. That's when I just say to myself, man, I love it here. Being able to listen to your story of leveling up, your big dreams, your big hopes. But I'm here to help. I'm here to be of service to you in your big dreams and your hopes and your purpose. And that gets clear every time I put myself out there with intention. That is pursuing my purpose. It's growing my purpose. It's clarity in my purpose. Having that intention to be of service. I speak with people, I review, do spot checks in the moment, and I reflect back. What could I have done better? What can I do better? What more value I can bring? Then, of course, there's just the connections that come up when you're actually doing something, when you're having a new experience, new ideas come up. So every day we get clear. That clarity sharpens the communication. Communication, bringing it back to leadership. Leadership being built on our lifestyle design, just being leaders of ourselves. Of course, this relates to self-talk, self-serving language, and how do you communicate that to yourself? What's great is once you wash your dirty brain, right? If you have some wreckage of your past and you need to clean up your mind, get that self-serving talk sharpened up. I mean, the clearest, the most pure self-serving talk is the talk of demonstrating, is the talk of implementation. No, it isn't the talk of, can I do it? I mean, that's positive. I'm not saying that's not positive. But clarity is, I'm doing it. This is how I'm doing it. You jump right over the question of if you're going to do it. Right over that into how to, not even how, just accomplishment. This is how it's getting done. Clearest self-talk is no talk at all. Is my point. Is implementation, is accomplishment, is action. It's the clearest self-talk. And then while in action, while having the experience, making the adjustments, making the pivots in the moment where we can. And as I said, we have downtime, always have downtime, reviewing. How could I have done that better? How am I going to do it better next time? How are we going to make the adjustments? What do we learn? What are we adding on? How have our skills deepened? It's all communicating a message to yourself. Developing a language of accomplishment, a language embedded in your mind of implementation, of doing, getting in action. Again, a leader leads out front, and the followers, the students, they follow those footsteps. And we guide them through as coaches, as teachers. So leadership, purity. Let's look at leadership in our personal lives. We're really focusing in on ourselves. As we've developed a design of lifestyle, developing character, having intention, and that's the piece that connects with leadership and lifestyle. Is when we talk about character, having character, being an individual of character, integrity. When we talk about our parts of leadership, character relates to intention. As a leader, you have an intention. Again, you are leading. You are taking the first steps. Even if you're the student following your leader, there are those in your group, your community, your demographic, your niche market, your family, your people. You have your people. There's going to be crossover, but there's never going to be 100% crossover. Some of you, let's just say if it was me and you, some of your people may dig me, but they're your people. And then there are going to be people that don't care about Soda Well. Even if you're hype with me, we working together, we building. I'm a fan of you, you're a fan of me. There's going to be some people from my crew, some people from your crew be like, man, whatever with Soda Well. And that's great. Because then they're going to cross over to someone else that you partnership with. Whether personally, privately, or in business. That's just how it is. We all have 100%, our aim is to get 100% of the people we're supposed to get. And then we build them up and we connect them with others. But you're only going to get part of my community. I'm only going to get part of your community. So it's on you to lead them, even if you're following me in certain areas, I'm going to be following you in certain areas. And I can help. It's like, oh, yo, if you want to go deep, you got to holler. You got to holler at my homeboy. You got to holler at my homegirl. Holler at my sister. Holler at my brother. This is who I need to connect you with. They're an expert. They're the leader in this area. They have expertise. They're a master in this area. However, this is where we're more general. We're a master in our area. However, we generalize over a vast area of expertise, vast area of knowledge. And of course, this grows as you grow. You're growing in age, you stay on this path, reading, building yourself up. This is all value you're building within yourself to give and serve others. True leadership, real in the field, true service. So we look at both areas. Being a leader in your personal life, being a leader in your public life. Some of us usually lacking in one area and the other. I think at the age I'm at, I've spent most of my life not being a leader because I've spent most of my life being a character instead of having character. When I talked about trusting in my intuition, it was because I wasn't moving with intention. I was moving with a perceived intention of how I was supposed to be moving. And that had me backsliding. That's not being on my path of purpose. And then I spent a lot of time grieving my potential. These are all backsliding. This is not leadership. This is the other way. So now where I'm at now, as we've talked about in the podcast, it's coming back around to building upon the foundation that I already have with my lifestyle design. Building up my leadership in my private life. Obviously, family. Family helping me out with the business. And just family being family. Loving on each other. Building each other, guiding each other. And I've been put into a role to be a leader to my significant other, to my children, stepchildren, other people's children when I interact with them. Being part of the community in the area I'm in. Now, of course, when we're talking about young people, we have a lot to offer. If we're a decent adult, right? Have a lot of truth to offer, a lot of guidance, a lot of direction. Again, being of service to our community, to the people around us, the ones closest to us, starting at home. So leadership. You are a born leader. You have purpose. And you pave the way for those that are to follow you. You have your own market, friends you haven't met yet, clients you haven't met yet, that are looking and waiting for you to step into your leadership role and guide them to the next level. Travis Sotawell, it's Pure Sound Daily Business. Peace.